Hello and welcome everyone. This is your host Vishal Sharma and you're watching 360 Degree Live hosted by Transcontinental Times. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our today's guest on the show. He's someone really special, youth sensation of India. He's India number one, and not only that, he's also world's ace paddler, creating history by becoming the first ever table tennis player to be world number one in under 21 men's. So please join me in welcoming Manav Thakkar. A very warm welcome to you, Manav, on our show.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you very much.
How have you been?
I think I have been great, and currently I am at my home. So I'll be traveling tomorrow to Delhi, and I will be start my training from Monday.
All right.
So yes, hoping for it. Now I'm having a good break. So yeah, I'll be
Mm.
practicing hard for future tournaments.
All right. Manav, can you just speak a little bit louder so that I can hear you properly? I think there is some uh, network issue maybe. Anyway, continuing
Okay.
the session, it gives me really pleasure, Manav, to have such a talented, young, prominent athlete like you on the show. And I just would like to start asking you that how has the lockdown affected your training and everything, last year, and how has been the situation right now?
I think yes, lockdown has affected many of the players, but at the same time, I got the blessing in disguise, I would say, because after 8 or 9 long years, I got time to spend with my family. So I think I
Right.
had a great family time. We used to watch a lot of movies. Then I started doing yoga. Like my mom is a yoga instructor, so I learned a little bit of yoga because yoga also helps in body balancing, in controlling your breathing, and that too is important for the game. So yes, in the
All
lockdown
right.
days, I was not practicing on the table, but yes, I was fortunate to have a table at my home. So I used to do a bit of service practice and a little bit of, you can say, some kind of strokes. I didn't get a robo, but at the same time, I used to service practice and I started doing my fitness. I also had a personal trainer. I should train with
All
him
right.
in the online classes, and yes, I got
Okay.
time to spend with my family also. So I think that was a great time, and I hope that in the coming future years, I don't think I'll get this type of time. So my me and my family will remember this time for sure. This lockdown period.
Definitely. So it must be a surprising thing which is coming to, I mean, in terms of, obstacles and in between the training part and schedule and all. But I think some way, just like you said, you were really happy to be with the family for a long period of time, and you haven't spent earlier such a long time with your family. In fact, having a table at home, I think must be a good thing for you to train yourself and service, which is a vital, I think, one of the, I think, most
Yeah,
important stroke and services are mostly, I mean, point gaining in tournaments. So practicing for that, I think, must have make you confident, more confident about your services. But similarly, I think you have enjoyed the whole time doing something useful and coming out of this because now I think situations are better. And you must be training right now. You are in Surat, right?
yeah. So right now I'm in Surat, but I think situations are not better. Like it has again started becoming worse. But
It
yes, I'll
started
be
again,
leaving
right?
tomorrow and I will be joining the training program and I will be starting on Monday. So hopeful to join them safe and sound. And let's see, like I shall start my training on Monday.
All right. So, talking about training and all, I would like you to tell us that which academy or club you are currently training and who is your coach, who are your mental trainer and fitness trainers currently, and
So
how's your training?
yeah, currently I have been practicing in the Pinnacle Table Tennis Academy. That academy is in Sonipat. It's in DPS Sonipat School. So everything they have over there, like the facilities, like they provide us the stay. Then the hall is very good. They have 20-25 table big hall. At the same time,
Right.
they also have fitness trainer, dietitian, mental training, and sports analytics. So Deepak
All
Malik is
right.
my current coach. He is the head coach of the Pinnacle Table Tennis Academy, and
Right.
followed by I think 7 to 8 coaches who are assistant over there. And Dr. Gaurav Sharma, he is my fitness trainer. So I train
All
under him
right.
in terms of my fitness and everything. And Megha ma'am, she is the wife of Deepak Malik. She's a sports analyst over there, and they have started
All
a
right.
company called Stupa. So they do everything
Okay.
sports analysis, like what are the things, like they do opponent analysis. At the same time, they also do the analysis of the players, like who can build their game and work on their weak points and also the strategies. So I think yes, I am having a very good team, and also there are many players. I would say around 60-70 players training over there currently. So I guess it's a very good batch. You get different types of sparring partners. At the same time, you're a very big team. So
All
yeah,
right.
I'm very grateful and very thankful to them. Like I joined them last 1.5 year back.
Okay. So it definitely hearing out about your current coaches and training and complete ecosystem of the club you are training along. It's something which is like definitely helping you out to reach high in career, and you must be learning a lot of things and improving yourself in fitness and physical workout along with your mental fitness trainers and dietitians again are very they played a very vital role I think
Key role,
in
yeah.
supporting sports person, right? Achieving, I
Yeah,
think, their success and attaining any particular goal. Diet is a very much, part of the schedule and I think of an athlete. So, you, Manav, you are one of the rarest Indian table tennis players from India who is an emerging player who has become an idol to a lot of many to young kids, at such young age yourself, and you inspired them to choose table tennis to play table tennis as a professional player like you, and they wanted to be they admire you and they idolize you. So you have created history by becoming the first ever table tennis player to attain world number one in under 21 men's category. Not only this, you were also the part of the table tennis Indian men's team who bagged the bronze medal in Asian Games back in 2018 Jakarta. So, how
yeah.
has been your journey so far?
So I think yes, the journey has been very interesting. Like when I won the bronze medal, like when our team won the bronze medal at the Asian Games, I think that was the historic medal. Like it was the first medal until now in
Absolutely.
the Asian Games for the Indian team. So yeah, it was my first trip as a senior international team. So by staying with Sharad Bhaiya, Satyan Bhaiya, Harmit Bhaiya, Amal Raj, I think it was a very good experience for me to stay with them, and I also learned many things from them because the senior players, everything, like till then I was playing only juniors and under 21. But when I started, like when I went to the Asian Games in senior tournament, I think it was one of the most memorable tournaments because I saw the senior players, the Chinese, the Japanese, Koreans, Indians, they're fighting for each and every point, and I think comparing to juniors and seniors, it's a totally different level over there. If you see in juniors, the players, if you put some of the pressure, they start to give away the matches. They start to react a lot, and they just give you the matches. But in senior, they are
Right.
fighting till the last point. The team spirit they have, the focus, the kind of dedication, the match preparation. I think that were so many things I learned from our senior team as well. And it was the first time I got to interact with Sharad Bhai, Satyan Bhai, and even I could watch them, how they are preparing for the match, what is the diet, what is the fitness regime, and everything. And maybe I could learn many things from them. So I think I was very grateful for the tournament, and it was a very much blessing for me that we also won medal over there. And from that, my I started playing well. Then I became world number one in under 21 also. So I think it was the whole journey, like from starting with coaches, my full team. At the same time, I got guidance from the senior players as well. So I think it was like a very good moment for me, and I'm hopeful that even I want to perform well, and even I want to bring medals for the country in the Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, in Olympics. So hopeful to do that in future.
I'm sure definitely you will achieve, medals and bring laurels to the country, Manav. So far in such young age, you have attained a lot of, I think, heights of success. And, being just, you were the sub-junior national champion, then junior national champion, youth national champion, and then you became senior national champion as well. And I think since 2018, you have consistently maintained your ranking, India number one, and even now you are India number one currently. So, and you're playing against some of the top legendary
Okay.
players of India, Sharat Kamal again, Satyan, Harmeet Desai, Sanil Shetty, Soumyajit, and so many other emerging young paddlers who are your compatriot in Indian arena, Manoj and all Snehit. So that's really wonderful to hear you out. What you feel about your country, and of course, I remember in Jakarta Asian Games, Satyan and Sharat Kamal played a very much vital role to get the
Yeah,
country a
they
bronze medal.
played
And
ultimately, yeah, very good in quarterfinals.
yes, Asian Games is having a tough competition comparatively to CWG players have mentioned earlier, and
Yeah,
it was a dream only for them to get a medal for the country at Asiads, and that was also the history. So you were the part of that bronze medal winning team. So that gives definitely an immense pleasure and a precious memory to cherish. I think whole life,
yeah,
and whatever you have learned, I'm sure from that you'll definitely achieve a medal in Commonwealth or Asians again, and definitely gonna represent in Olympics for sure. I think if I talk about India, Manav, I have seen you playing since your childhood, and I used to come like we have India Open in 2017, which held
yeah.
in Delhi. So I
I
was there for
remember,
whole
yeah,
day, and I could see whole crowd from kids to the adults to veterans. Some of those who are not even associated to table tennis, but they were cheering out loud for you. That go Manav, win for us. Whether it is any top player you were competing against, and they were so happy and they were expecting a lot, from you because I think you were that only player from that. They were whole Indian team playing their own
yeah.
matches where Sharat Kamal got like he lost
Bronze
against
medal, I guess.
right, he
Harimoto.
got Harimoto,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
and Harimoto got lost against Dimitrich Dima.
In the
But then
finals, yeah,
watching him playing live, the whole crowd there, Delhi and whole India crowd coming from Calcutta, Chennai, so far to just to watch Sharat Kamal and from Gujarat and so many fans of you also. Delhi people, and I was also there cheering out loud for you, and you were winning also. So although winning and losing doesn't matter always, it was just the beginning that time. But you have played wonderful that time, and after that, I saw you playing in our very first. We have a wonderful league, Ultimate Table Tennis League, initiated by 11 Even
yeah.
Sports, Geeta Dani, and promoters Neeraj Bajaj, Kamlesh Mehta, and also. I think that has given, talking about UTT especially, I think that has given some exposure, some good experience, and I think some great, uh, I think
Yes,
you have
definitely, I
learned
guess.
technique and skills. You got media, attention, and you got a lot of more fans who came, to these stadiums watching, playing you live, and they became, definitely very much big fan of you and so many other players as well. I remember in the second season you played for Ampavarji Challengers while in first for
Yeah,
Goa. So in Ampavarji Challengers you got a chance to play for the team and you beat it one of the top players of the country world. That's Christian Carlson, and you have
also,
played
yeah.
against Aruna Kadvi and so many other players. So I was there in the VIP, lounge, and I was seated very closely, and I could see you playing against him and competing, and heavy top spins and that lobs of him against you. Your block, your
Yes,
backhand
yes.
was so dominant. I could just do, how is it possible? And OMG kind of things it was for me to watch you at such young age. How old you were then when you played the second season UTT and compete and won that match against Christine?
Christian. So actually, first of all, UTT. I think the UTT league was, one of the most important thing in my career so far because, UTT has given us the platform to the young players to compete with the top players directly. Like what happens in the international arena, if I want to play against the top players, first of all, I have to win some matches. I have to qualify, then go to the main draw and play against the top players. But, UTT
Right,
has given us the platform to play against the top players directly. So in my team, I had Kirill Gerasimenko, Simon Gauzy, who was world number 12 at that time, Apollonio
right,
Tiago. So who all are Olympians of their own country, and they are coming to the UTT. And at the same time, also UTT gave us the best coaches of the world to train under. So I had in my
absolutely.
team Peter Engel. He was the coach of Indian team also in 2014. So he is
Right,
also a
he's
very
very
good
much
coach from
connected.
Germany. Yeah,
Right,
that's what. So I had also the coaches of in the third season. I had the coaches of Cheng Yiqing, the Chinese Taipei head coach of the girls team. So I think UTT has given us a platform to play with top players as well as to train under the best coaches. And also when I played this season second season, I could see like in my team also how the players are motivated. like what is the diet, what is the fitness regime, like how they are preparing for the match. Even if by looking at them, if you used to see that if he's a Chinese player, he's like world number 10, he's world number 15. So we used to get scared before. But after playing this UTT, when we got the chance to play against them directly, I think that gave me the confidence. And when I started playing them in the start, I had a little bit of difficulty. But when
Right.
once I competed one or two matches, and then I think it was the third match and fourth match against the Christian Carlsen, and I played. Even I don't like it was the one of the most memorable games, like one of the best games I ever played against him. Because if you want to win against the top players, you have to give your like more than your best. So I played, I think,
Absolutely.
very good game against him, and I think he didn't expect that I will be playing so aggressively with my backhand and everything, and the strokes which I executed landed successfully on that day, and I could win it that match. But after that match, it gave me confidence that even you can beat the top players if you work little bit more harder. Even you can compete at that level. So after
You can
UTT,
compete
it
against.
yeah.
Right.
So it was an ease for me to transform from junior to seniors. So the Asian Games, the UTTs, everything, got easy because I was competing in junior. I was playing very good. I was performing well for the country in juniors.
Right.
But in the
Right.
senior level, I was facing a lot of difficulty in the first because the mindset, the approach, the style of play, it was completely different compared to junior and seniors. So after playing, like after getting so much of exposure, I think it became easy for me to play in the senior category also.
It was a confidence booster for you and also the career boosting opportunity to showcase
Yeah,
yourself, to
definitely.
have more fans around you, because there are a lot of people who could not get chance and opportunity to be a part of national, that spectator or international arena. Definitely, in fact, me, fans like me, and there are a lot of who wanted to have, look how international table
Yeah,
tennis tournament used to be, how the players, their own favorite paddlers. I think UTT has given us top world top paddlers, of course, and not only this, but their own country's legends like Apollonia,
yeah.
Christine Carlsen Matthias, then world number 8 Wang Chungting also was there,
Wrong tuning, yeah.
and so many other players were there, and this season also John Person and so many other players. The third season you were there also. So I
Yeah,
think for you Mumbai team, right? So
yeah,
you
Yumba
have
team
played wonderful, and the co-players, the international players this time was like I think one male player and one female international player in the team.
in one
So
team, yeah.
right. So I think that was also, a wonderful. Each and every season, I think, has given the best of the auction in terms of international arena, and Indian players, of course, not only you, but Satyan and I think Sharat Kamal, who is
Manika
himself a
also
legend.
played very well, yeah.
Right. And
Manika
she,
also,
I
yeah.
think, reached high in her career after getting her confidence in UTT itself, playing against
Yeah,
there were so many top female paddlers from Japan and Hungary, and then Russia as well, who have been a part, and they are the top 30 players in the women's IDTF arena. So Manika competing against her, and you competing against, of course, some of these top legend players, definitely, and also being the part of the team has given you opportunity to practice and know a lot of things, technique and skills, and diet plans and all, how they used to live a day while they're
yeah,
before
like I can see
tournament or
the
other time,
players, yeah.
how they live their life. Such kind of legendary players, and you compete against those playing for the very first time. I think in UTD you played for the very first time against Christine, and that was a world class match. I think not only we but everybody was cheering out loud, and your team was really happy. In very first go, you competed, and with a score 2-1 uh,
Yeah.
down with Christine. So yeah. Also, Manav, talking about your training and your career, your journey. I think you have got trained for almost I think 7 years or so in Petroleum Sports Promotion Board PSPB
Yeah,
Academy in Ajmer. I think you have represented PSPB and played sub junior nationals and junior nationals, and also you are very much part of your crucial journey. I think from sub junior national to the juniors and even youth. I think that was Coach Yinvi from China who got appointed
yeah,
for
yeah, Nico.
PSPB. He was very much there behind so many PSPB players. So, how was your experience? What would you like to say about PSPB experience and journey? Training with Yenvi and representing PSPB.
So I think like representing PSPB, I got the chance to play with the Indian best players at that time. and it was I joined the PSB in 2012. So first of all, I think for my family, it was a very tough call because I was just 12 years old, and they had to take a call that if they want to, keep me in Ajmer or not. So it was in Ajmer's academy. So staying away from my parents, everything new. Schooling will be new, different type of players and everything. Staying there for so long, staying away from family. Until then, I was never apart from my family. So I think it was a very tough call from my family at that time, and they took it. Then they sent me to Ajmer. So I think the first few months were very difficult for me because of homesicknesses and everything. I didn't had many of the friends, change of school, change
So
of
true.
friends, everything. Yeah, so starting it was very difficult for me, but slowly the as I enjoyed the hostel life. Slowly, I started making friends. We used to have a lot of fun, and the practice was one of the best over there. They like the oil companies, 16 or 17 oil companies. They sponsor this academy and they take care of the schooling, practice. They also have one of the top coaches
Equipments.
over there, equipments and everything. So I think it was a very like beneficial for me the support from the PSVB. And once I started training with the best players, they had a Chinese coach Yenvi over there, as you mentioned. And then slowly my graph started going higher and higher. Like I started playing well in sub juniors. At the
The
same time,
rankings were
I was
improved.
performing. Yeah. At the same time, I was performing in juniors also. Then when I came in the junior category, I also performed in the youth category also. And at the same time, I played semi-finals also in the senior category where I lost to Sharad Bhia. So I think yes,
Right.
PSV gave me a lot of confidence over there, and currently I'm an employee at the Indian Oil. So very thankful to PSV because they have been in my journey like throughout from the start, like when where I started, like once I started playing international. So PSV has been in my career so far, and I'm hopeful that they will be supporting me in the coming years also, and I can perform well more for the country.
Do you remember some of your compatriots or practice partners that time who have played
Yeah,
great? And
yeah, sure. I
uh,
think
there must be
Abhishek
also
Yadav.
from UP,
Yeah,
right? Who has been
yeah,
youth
he's from
national
UP.
champion,
He is a seven times national champion. He was
right?
from this place. Then Sudhanshu Grover, who is currently in the top eight of the Indian squad. He was there in the Ajmer. Then Lalrin Puya, who was also like one of the best defenders of our country. He won sub junior, junior youth category. So
And
there are like
international
if you
arena as
see,
well.
yeah,
He has
that's what. If
performed
you see,
really.
like, if there are total 10 or 12 players in that Ajmer, almost 6 to 7 were the part of the Indian team in the like in the sub
And
junior
they
and the junior.
always used to keep
Yeah, they used to dominate. Always used to dominate in terms of the national ranking, I would say. So I think it was
while
a
it
very good
is
place, a very good setup. Yeah, but only thing is that after 18, they tell us to move out and you can practice because you are big now. You can manage it on your own. So
right.
it's a very good thing. They give the chances to young talents and they train them. They train them well, and then they send them to like you can play wherever you want now
And
after
it's
18, after you complete your education.
right. And it's very difficult and hard to get into PSPB trials and selection and then be a part of those lucky, fortunate young talents who got trained under the one of the best coaches in the world. They provide facilities and all and equipments as well.
Yeah,
They take care of everything and they have produced definitely the top paddlers in the country. Even now they are doing good. And PSPB versus RSPB or airport authority or any other team I have seen, in nationals or institutionals, PSPB is always there to, bag the gold medal mostly.
yeah,
So, and also Lalin Puya, I remember being one of the best defender of the country
yeah.
earlier.
He's one of the best defenders of the
I'm
country.
not
Yeah.
sure, right? So I'm not sure where is he now, but definitely he has been one of my favorite defense. I used to watch him that he's definitely gonna be like Zhang Zike or Jun Mizutani maybe of India.
Yeah,
So
he
he
was
used to
very
always
stylish also. Yeah,
right. He used to keep himself very fit. He was fitness freak and he was definitely a very top class defender at such young age.
yeah,
So, which could get us a medal definitely. But anyway, there are so many other players also, along with you in the squad. I think now you are only playing seniors. So in the youth squad, we have so many talented players and senior India squad, of course, keeps changing, from 1 to 10 ranking because of the championship and all.
yeah,
So Manav, let us also talk about something which I think hardly people, I believe that people hardly knows about it, especially your fans won't. Let us talk about your first coach who brought you into the table tennis arena and who trained along with you hard and you get into the districts playing sub junior or cadets. So please tell us about him and please tell us his name as well.
So yeah, like I started playing TT when I was 5. Like I had a table at my home, as I told you. So my mom, dad, they used to practice on weekends. So even I
Okay,
saw them like watching, playing, and even I told them that even I want to try once because as a single child, I love playing. I love playing sports. I loved cricket. I used to do gymnastics also. I did skating
right.
also. So I
Skating,
just
yeah.
tried table tennis also. There was a table at my home, so even I was not at the height of the table. I was like below the height of the table. But I started when I started playing. In the first time, I could return 2 3 balls. So my dad was he'll just start it as a hobby. So what he did was I trained with him for 3 4 months, and then he kept me in the local academy here in Gujarat, in Surat, at Sufes Club. The coach name was Wahid Malubai. He has trained
Okay,
many state champions, and at that time he had 3 4 state champions practicing in that club. So once first he saw me, so he was like, he's very small. It will like is not up to the height of the table also. Bring him next year and something like that. But when he saw me playing, he was like, oh, okay, we will train him. He will be doing great for the country one day. So he saw the spark in me and started training me. And I think it was one of the like very good for me. He trained me for 3 4 years first. I was not playing tournaments at all. And then once I started playing, district states, I was winning them. I was the part of under 12 team in the state, under 15 team in the state, even under 18. At the age of 11, I was also part of the under 18 team of Gujarat at the age of
right.
11. So by training under him and everything was so like good, he used to train, he used to work hard on me a lot. And now also currently he has almost 7 to 8 players who are playing nationals from here and who are the part of the state team. So I think even in now also I'm in touch with them. And when in this lockdown, I think he has helped me a lot. When in this lockdown, I used to go and train under him. And even
All
now,
right,
when I was here, I went to practice almost 4 5 days in this week also to him. So I
all
think
right,
it like he is very supportive to me, and he always like whenever I have some problems, I used to share with him, and he guides me like you can do this, you can do that. So like he has been with me from day one until now. Like whenever I need him, I call him, I ask him few things, and he's like, okay, he is ready to do whatever he wants to. And even by playing in Surat, I was India number two in 2011 in under 12 category. And after that, I took the decision by asking him also, and even my parents took decision to send me to Ajmer. So it was after training here,
okay.
after becoming good player over here, I went to Ajmer.
So basically, he was the one who got you nurtured and brought a diamond out of you. And definitely, huge respect and regards to your coach from my whole
Yeah, yeah,
Transcontinental Times team. Being very proud to the very first coach who brought you from road to the Asian Games medal and all. Then definitely there are several coaches, your Indian team coaches, every time when you represent the country in
yeah.
some tournament, and also the as coach of the Indian team squad as well, who's been training with you, for a period of time, and then your international coaches as well. Maybe there are many who used to train under, Peter still and in Germany, and also
And I trained
uh,
Massimo also for a very long time, like 1 or 2 years.
Peter
He was the
Carlson.
national team coach. Yeah. No, Massimo Constantini.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
there are many young kids who are still training, going and training under Peter Carlson as well, the 5 times world
yeah,
champion.
that's what. Yeah, yeah.
Massimo
He's a great coach.
Consisteni,
Yeah,
yeah. So I know that in fact Massimo's you were the one of the most favorite player from India of Massimo, and he has been one of the great coach who helped Team India since 2018. I mean since long time actually, but in 2018 it was a peak career for us and very fortunate for table tennis fans and for the PTFI especially. We won a lot of things. We created history in CWG. We played well in Asian Games, and then unfortunately he had to left the team, and he is still currently with the national team US, and he is
ITTF.
one of
Yeah,
the elite coaches of the country. So he's definitely one of the best coaches ever, which our Indian squad got. And not only you, I think Sharat Satyan, a lot of other players believes that he has trained.
yeah.
I think not only the on-court training, but the fitness part also. He was very much,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. adhere to the fitness training sessions and workouts, heavy workouts, whether it is women's Indian team, they used to feel sometime, that we are not able to do anymore now, but Massimo keeps on pushing them, that no,
Yeah,
you
he was
have to keep
yeah.
on doing in the national camps. Yes, yes. He was like one of the wonderful coach, and also the expert who is having expertise, being himself world number 30 from Italy in his heydays. And so yes, he's very experienced, and even at his age, he's nurturing talent and producing some of the top players around the world. So also, Manav, tell us about some of your most precious memories. I mean, your achievements, your some of the biggest achievements I know already, like Asian Games medal, of course, being junior world number one, and then since 2020 January you are world number one in youth under 21 men's, and even now you have attained that position consistently. So how did it happen? What motivated you, and what it takes to reach at this level and being world number one?
So I think, yeah, first of all, I would like to be thankful to each and everyone, like my parents, first of all. And I guess everything in my career happened to me until now. For the right, at the right time, there was a right moment. For example, when I started training, I had one of the best coaches in Gujarat, Wahid Malubhai. I trained with him until 2011. Then from 2012 to 2016, when I practiced in Ajmer, I had Yanvi as my coach, who like, who made my game more more aggressive and everything over there. He changed my techniques, bit of actions, Yanvi. Then from 2016 until 2018, Massimo just arrived. Like he became the Indian national team coach, and he started
Right.
guiding me a lot. He showed me some path, like, and I became world number one. I won junior medals under him. So at that time, he guided me a lot. And after once he left, the senior players, I think Sharad Bhia, he played a major role. He used to guide me. He used to send me to the place to train under the best places. Like I went to Denmark, I went to Germany, Dusseldorf, I went to Saarbrücken, which is my sponsor, Tibar's Academy. And then in like now onwards, I train in Pinnacle Table Tennis Academy where I have fitness trainer, I have Stupa Analytics, I have Deepak there as my coach. So I think until now everything has come into the right place at the right time. And at the same time, federations, like Sports Authority of India, TOPS scheme, everyone has been supportive throughout, and they used to know whenever they used to get chance to send someone out for training and everything, they have recommended my name. So I'm very grateful to them, and because of I think all these things falling up at the right place at the right time, I guess I have been performing well until now, and hopeful to do more better in future also.
Definitely, of course. I think Pinnacle is. I have myself seen Pinnacle Academy. I have catch some actions live over there in nationals and institutional as well, which happened earlier when the tournaments were happening. So definitely, it is one of the best club in India, and Deepak Malik, being the head coach of the club, is doing really hard work upon so many players. He's nurturing talent, and definitely, and it has also become the Khelo India Center as well, which is
Yeah,
a
so
feeling
there
of,
is a Khelo India Center over there. At the
right,
same time, PSUB Girls Center is also over there.
right.
Yeah,
Earlier, we
and the
didn't have
Pinnacle
any
Table Tennis Center.
PSPB. Yes,
No,
yes.
earlier we
Till
didn't
now, I
have
think.
Girls Center.
Yeah, yeah. So far, we only had last year, since last year, we only had the boys PSPB Academy in India. And talking about PSPB, everybody used to keep on expecting and asking, that and urging for a PSPB Women's Club, because they could see the results of PSPB. And so that's why everybody very curiously wanted a club for PSPB female paddlers in
Girls
India. And
also.
definitely Deepak Malik's club becoming, it's very, deserving one. He's a very deserving coach for that. He's young, hardworking. And I think you must be also feeling great getting trained in this club, also getting your, high in your career ranking and all. You are touching like heights of success, improving yourself day by day, getting learn a lot of things. And now this Stupa Analytics has become very much part of your, training and journey, which helps you a lot, definitely analyzing your game and errors, which is a,
Yeah,
I think, very very vital part in every sports. And though we don't have so many analysts in India, and even the softwares, but this particular software being founded by Deepak Malik and his wife, So definitely they are doing great, and you will definitely achieve lot more laurels to the country in coming days, and you will attain your goal, whatever you have said. Definitely, you are very focused, and I just wanted to talk about when you decided or you just got it randomly that in your matches you play. I mean, very dominantly using your backhand that too, you use smash, you do top spin, you do tapping, you do lobbing also sometime
Yeah.
from the long back of the court, and mostly I've seen you smashing only and blocking. Of course, you have a very strong backhand block, as if you're gonna be the Koki Niva of the of India. He's also one of the
Hopefully,
greatest.
yeah.
So definitely you will, I mean, not only me, but I think the sports minister and the whole country is confident about you. When it comes to the international arena, you have already achieved and makes us proud, and proved that yes, we are very much right, confident about you. So is it very random that you started playing and you come to know that yes, my backhand is dominating, and you have won a lot of matches using your backhand block against some heavy top spins and some top competitors, some of the legendary players, they
Yeah,
could also
so
win.
first of all, I think two things. Like my favorite player is Waldner. So he is like
All
called
right,
a god of table tennis. So if you have
of
seen him
course,
watching playing, so he's also very good with his backhand and also with the forehand, but he's also very good with his backhands. So I used to love
right,
watching his videos and try to copy him, like try to make people move and not to move very much, but try to make other people move a lot. So first reason is that, and the second one, I'm also now also I'm very lean, but before I was I think more lean. So I didn't had that power to finish the balls. Even I don't have it now. So I cannot finish the balls with with very much power, with very much intensity. So the only thing I can do is the place players. I can play more and more and make the opponents tired and wait for the right opportunity to finish the ball. So while started playing this type of game, my backhand started becoming better. Like I used to place here, there, and I started winning matches. I used to get results. So I started to practice more and more about this thing. I know it started working. But yes, I don't need to have only one style. Like I'm focusing on attacking, improving power, improving more quality also. But you can say this is my USP. This style I think is very much useful for me, and I'm winning many matches also. And if you have seen now Harimoto, he also
right,
plays a kind of similar style, and he is currently, I think, 16, and he is world number 4 in the world. So I
right,
guess yes, this style also you can adopt and can become a great player.
right. And I think he's actually 17 maybe, and I just saw his ranking recently. I don't know if it is updated recently, but I just checked it out last week, and it was showing me five. But
No,
definitely
this week it's
talking.
4. Yeah,
All right, all right. So definitely, he has, I think breakthrough in the top four, but definitely his aim must be reaching the position one, replacing Fan Zhendong or maybe Ma Long in future. Of course, that must be his aim, and definitely he'll do that, even if he's 18 or 19, later on, because he's very focused. And you talked about Harimoto. I was just about to say that I always used to, when I saw you playing, against some of the top Indian players, young players also like Parth and all, and then international players from US contingent. We have Kanak Jha, a
Kanak,
young
yeah,
paddler like you playing in top 30s, I think, of senior
of the world,
men's
yeah.
ranking, and being the youngest Rio Olympian from US. So I think he's also a great talent. And I always used to, so your dominant backhand, your blocking, I mean, your services also helped you a lot. You have a very different style. Although you only used to play shake and grip. I think you have never tried fan hold grip, the Chinese grip, right?
No, never tried, never tried.
Right. So you don't play very, I mean, I would say, that. I mean, a typical game or which is very difficult to understand. But the way you play, your style of playing, I think you are the one. Again, I used to compare you with Harimoto, who is playing at the world top level. Similarly, of course, you are also Harimoto earlier was world number one, and now you are world number one in youth. You also have been in world number one in juniors as well in your time. So yes, I always used to compare, him with you. His style and yours was almost, similar, standing on the table, competing maybe for the first time against some of the top paddler of the world. but you don't used to get nervous or under I mean like your confidence never gets I mean you have never got you know low confidence while you come to know, because there always used to be a fixture and you come to know it earlier only before your match whom I'm gonna play against. And if it is Simon, if it is any player, any top senior world paddler against you on the table. So I saw you being more confident and calm when you understand in the beginning, even if you might be losing 1 or 2 points, or maybe, like three love, three down, four down. Suddenly you start winning and you used to understand the player strategy maybe, and then you used to execute that plan or strategy quickly in your mind, understanding the opponent's game, and then you show your class. And sometimes you have won the matches, which is like impossible almost to me to watch you playing and winning against them. So I think this is your USP, or maybe so. And Harimoto, there are a lot of gossips about Harimoto. Will he be, how long he would be in the journey, and will he be able to achieve world number one? Will he be? He is already proved. What do you think? So, what's your opinion about him? Like he
I
has
guess
completed Malong.
many will be doubting. Yeah. I guess many will be doubting that he won't, first of all, reach top 10, but he reached. Then people
He
will be
reached, right?
doubting maybe, yeah, maybe he will be in top 4 or not, he reached. So it's like
Right.
you cannot say anything. Even he can reach top, he can go to the top of the world. But at the same time, the Chinese players, they also have, their strategies, they also have their analysis, they also are training hard, and they also know that Harimoto is a threat for them. So maybe they also will be
Absolutely.
planning many things about him, like how to
Right.
play against him, how to prepare against him. So you never know. This game is unpredictable, and everyone is working hard. Anyone can beat anyone on the given day. You need to
Right.
just like start well, keep pressure on the opponents. Like who absorbs the pressure well, and you can execute the shots well, can win on the given day. So I think it can anything can happen, and Harimoto is doing really great. Like we saw in last 3 4 years, he has been
Very
playing with the
hardworking.
top players. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's consistently playing well with the top players. He's also competing Chinese now and also started beating them. So yes, he's on the right
Yes.
track, and I guess if he is working like the same, he's doing it. He can be world number one. It's not a big deal for him.
He clashed off Ma Long, who used to be even till now. I don't know where is he after his injury, but definitely he'll come back in the top two or maybe top five wherever he'll join the ITTF ranking back. Being from China and world's top paddler and world number one for so long, even his name is Ma Long, so definitely he was
Yeah,
there for so long. He'll come back again. But I think competing against Ma Long and beating him in his own country, and I mean in some of the top tournaments. Although Harimoto is also China originated and representing Japan. His father, his coach, being his coach, I think
yes, yeah, yeah.
played a major role. And they both are really hard working and focused. And talking about that, there are similarities between you and Harimoto, which I found. I don't know about others, about your other fans who watch your match very keenly, but me, watching you keenly playing, at the international arena. So I think Harimoto never missed his top spins or lobs or blocking, and maybe he hardly misses services, getting his point lost against somebody, and that's you. I have seen you, almost winning each and every single point, whether you are maybe even losing a set, but you then suddenly, attain your confidence back, or maybe some technique execute, like you said, of course, definitely. And if it is your day, definitely, then definitely win. Destiny is
Yeah,
also
even
a
if
little
it's
bit there.
not, I guess you just have to do your job, like, focus on the controllables, like focus
Right.
on the basics at that time. If I'm not able to play the best on the given day, then I used to focus on my basics, like get the first ball on table, get two, three balls more on table, get good
Right.
feeling, get good touch, like use services well, like long services, short services, change things. Like if I'm not in good touch, sometimes hit slow, sometimes hit fast, change the rhythm of the game, take more time. So I think these are different things which I can control. And if by doing this, even opponent, gets like what is he doing? Opponent starts to think some different kind of things. At the same time, if like two, three balls are on the table, then the other player, like the whose day is bad, gets more confidence, and starts playing more aggressively, and then the tables can turn at any point of time.
Right. Well, very well said, Manav. Of course, it's very true. And also, would like to ask you that has it been difficult while you always, of course, table tennis is a team sports. It's not an individual sport. So you play, singles, of course, starting with that in national rankings, zonals, and all. And then in the championship, you play with the team. You play mixed doubles. You play doubles as well. Uh, teaming up with a female paddler, playing mixed doubles. So has it been difficult for you as well to differentiate the techniques and skills to compete against the top, you know, uh, teams in mixed doubles and doubles. I mean, playing singles and
Yes,
achieving,
I think it's difficult, yeah.
comparatively.
But at the same time, yeah, if I have a partner, like if I am playing doubles with Satyan Bhya, Harmit Bhya, Sharat Bhya, so it's like a dream come true moment for me because playing with that type of seniors, it gives like I can learn a lot of things from them, and at the same time they boost my
Absolutely.
confidence. Like if example I'm playing with Harmit Bhya, so he tells me that whatever you are confident, if you are confident in attacking, you attack. If you are confident in blocking, you block. You just have to do your job. So I think it's very easy for me, like when they motivate me a lot.
Right. So, talking about Sharat
Hello,
Kamal, Satyam, Ganeshekaran,
I cannot hear you,
am I
Vishal.
audible? Uh, am I audible now? Manav, can you hear me now? Hello? Guys, I think there is some network glitch or maybe some internet issues with Manav. He has been live with us from Surat, sitting at his home, but there must be definitely some issues. Let us try getting connected with him again. I think he has joined us back. Hello. Yes, Manav, could you hear me now? Am I audible? I think he must be feeling thirsty in between and he had a sip of water. Manav, am I
Hello.
audible to you now?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe internet.
Could you please check your mic option and connect it to headset, ear headset, so that I
Yeah,
can hear
it's
your
already
voice?
connected to headset.
Okay. Yeah, just try to come little closer to the camera so that I can hear your voice
Hello.
properly. Anyway, shall we continue? Manav, are you there? Is there any network issues like internet connectivity and all with you? We have, I think, last 10 minutes of the show left, so I would like to either ask you my last question, and after that, I'll wrap up the conversation. Am I audible to you, Manav?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let us quickly talk about. I was asking you about if you can answer me in a short time because I would like to finish up the conversation asking you, saying a motivational message as well before wrapping up the conversation and the show. So, Manav, who is your most favorite Indian table tennis player ever so far, and who maybe has been your idol as well? Looking after, the player you
Yeah,
chose, maybe that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my
please say
favorite table tennis player is Sharat Kamal and Jano Warner, table tennis players. And I look up to
from the
MS Dhoni.
international
I would say
arena.
my idol is MS Dhoni. I look up to him. Yeah,
You emulate MS Dhoni. I know, right? You're very much admired by MS Dhoni achievements and the age he played for a long period of time. So has it been ever possible for you to interact with MS Dhoni live anywhere?
no, never. I have just seen him watching, on TV. I have never
Okay.
so I never saw him watching live also. Like he's playing in front of me or nothing like that. But I have seen him on TV and I have seen how he has won matches for the country, how calm and cool he is. So he's one of my favorite.
Manav, your voice is breaking a lot. Can you come little bit closer to the camera so that I think it could improve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
So,
it's clear.
yeah, it's a bit more clear. Your video was also having a lot of glitches. Anyway, let us leave this. In the end of the show, I mean, we very near to the end of the show, so I would like to, also ask you, what are your current equipments you are using and you are playing, I mean, for the national arena or maybe
So
international as well.
yeah, currently I'm using Tibar. Like from last 10 years, I have been using Tibar equipment. Currently, my ply is the Shankun. It's a new ply. So Shankun ZLC is the new ply which I'm using now. The MXP 360 degrees are doubles for forehand and backhand both the sides. So that's and
All
Tibar
right.
shoes and everything. So I use Tibar equipments because Tibar is my equipment sponsor.
So Tibhar is that a brand or that equipment along with you and behind your journey who has make you reach to the podium finish in international arena and in fact achieving world number one position as well. That's really wonderful to know. I'm sure a lot of people must be later on, trying to choose their equipment maybe from Tibhar and I mean keeping themselves, uh, like playing at the same level, admiring you in future and training hard. Although equipment doesn't matter much, but of course, while it is about table tennis rubbers and blade, it's very important to choose according to your gameplay and all, keeping in mind the speed and spin as well. So Manav, now we are very near to the end of the show, and definitely we will be having you back again today. We had a lot of network glitches. I don't know later on if we would be able to hear it properly or not, but surely I would like to ask, please give, if I ask you to give a, motivational message to the younger one out there who admire you, who idolize you, and even to those who just wanted to start their journey in sports and who wanted to be a, you know, legendary player, world ace paddler like you.
Yeah, so I would say that I think one who starts or one who is playing, I think working hard is very important. Like you have to keep working hard and keep patience because success will not come the very next day.
Hmm.
But in the long
So
run,
true.
and you will surely succeed. And discipline is the most important key. Like if you just if you're having an exam or if you're having a tournament, and if you work for just 10 days, it won't give you any result. But for that tournament, if you're working for years, if you're working for months, and if you perform, if you prepare like this, maybe you will get the result. And it's not definitely that you will get the result, but if you
Right.
continue to do it, one day will surely get the result. And once this result comes, it will be like consistent forever. But for that, you need to work hard and be consistent and be disciplined. It should not be like just for few days or few moments of your hard work won't give you success.
True that, indeed, Manav, you said it very, very well. I hope, and I'm sure that a lot of youngsters who must be watching this later on, or even now joining us live, getting inspiring, and inspired by you and your journey. There are a lot of already, I think if it's about India, especially the Indian, spectators who have watched you playing or who maybe watch you playing on YouTube in your ITTF matches and all in the tours or even in Asiads and also they all are very much I think they are a huge fan of you and they always wanted to watch you playing against the top paddlers and beating them as well. So there are a lot of expectations from you. There are a lot of players, there are a lot of legendary players in fact. But if it is Manav Thakkar from India, then definitely the expectations are more and love and respect is there for you and they are just crazy about you and your gameplay and expectations as well. So thank you so much, Manav, for joining us even amid your hectic schedule and you must be very busy coming back to Delhi in your training sessions, way back from your Surat. So it was a very, very inspiring conversation talking to you, Manav, and thank you so much on behalf of my whole Transcontinental Times team to join us today on the show. And I also would like to say
Yeah,
that
thank
we'll
you
be
very
definitely,
much.
yeah, so definitely we'll be having you very soon back on the show sometime and would be discussing some great things and it would be table tennis Olympics and Manav Thakkar for sure, and some tips and all and techniques for the youngsters out there, to get more motivated to start table tennis as their sporting career. Thank you so much, Manav. You can leave us now. Thank you so much. Nice
Thank you
speaking with
so
you,
much. I
Manav.
think it was
Take care.
great. Yeah, it was great. Thank you very much. You too.